He was convicted of federal crimes and sentenced to almost 3 decades behind bars.
But former Cuyahoga County Commissioner Jimmy Dimora is not giving up the fight to prove his innocence. Good evening, I'm Chris Flanagan.
And I'm Lee Jordan. Dimora has made another legal move to get out of prison. Just 2 weeks ago, Dimora was sentenced to 28 years in prison on corruption charges. Now he wants all of that thrown out. News Channel 5's Chief Investigator Ron Regan joins us with what he's found. What's the latest, Ron?
Well, Lee, Dimora has officially notified the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 6th Circuit that he is appealing his 28-year prison sentence. In addition, his trial lawyers have stepped aside, and Dimora has hired a new attorney to handle his appeal. Cleveland attorney Chris Grostick told me this morning that he's been hired, but he would not divulge details about how he was hired or how he's being paid. So here's what's going to happen next. A lengthy appeal brief will be filed with the appeals court outlining why Dimora believes his conviction should be overturned. Just preparing that brief could take a couple of months. Then prosecutors will file their brief in reply. So there's going to be a flurry of paperwork in the next couple of months. Then it'll be set on a calendar for oral arguments. That's 8 to 10 months after all the legal briefs have been filed. The appeals court then would issue its ruling anytime from weeks to months after those oral arguments are heard. So it'll be likely at least a year from now before any ruling on a new trial for Dimora would be issued. Meanwhile, we've learned that Dimora is now in transit to the federal prison in North Carolina, where he requested to go for medical treatment. Live in the newsroom, I'm Chief Investigator Ron Regan.
So he will be in prison during this appeal process?
Yes, he will. The Bureau of Prisons indicates that he's in transit down to the prison in North Carolina, and he will remain there while this process goes on.
Investigator Ron Regan in the newsroom. Thanks, Ron.